It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Showtime, 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 showtime. Yes, the Geno Jones Showtime. Hey, coming to you live. New start time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You got that? 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Hello, Chicago. What up, Houston? Hello, New Orleans. What's happening, everybody there in Dallas, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Memphis, Tennessee? Shout out to St. Louis, everybody Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time. So Detroit City, New York, Atlanta, Miami, Charlotte, Orlando, Tampa, D.C. Here we are, VA, Virginia, everybody else. Cleveland, Ohio is on, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, East Coast time. What up, Philly? I see you. Buffalo, New York City. Now, let's go to the West Coast from Seattle to Portland, Sacramento, San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area, of course, Los Angeles, San Diego, everybody. Vegas, live in Los Angeles, live in Las Vegas, and everybody on the West Coast. 4:30, you got that? 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me that thumbs up. It's so important. All that is so important. YouTube looks at all of that. Shout out to my new subscribers. Shout out to my subscribers from day one, down from day one. I love each and every one of you. Spread the word. I am so close to becoming a YouTube partner. I'm about 150 new subscribers away. Yeah, I'm real close. Not even 100, more like 140. Selling myself short. Yeah, less than 140, I think, right around that number. From becoming a YouTube partner, that means my media company will get a monthly income from YouTube, all right? And you can financially, if you like to financially support the show, it's so important we support Black-owned media. I say that all the time. First of all, I'd love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family. Let me help you. Let me help you grow your business. How about that? And we can grow together. Real easy. So you can advertise, become a sponsor, run your commercials, have a presence on the show. As a matter of fact, I do a segment where I support Black-owned businesses. As a matter of fact, I have a Black-owned business owner that's coming on Thursday to promote her business. So if you have a business you'd like to come on and be a guest to tell your story, I'd love to allow you to tell your story. So reach out to me, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. You can reach out to me that way. Also, if you like to make a financial contribution, a financial gift, support the show, you can Zelle me at that same email address. It's Geno Jones, then type in, use my email address, GenoJonesShow at Gmail, or Cash App $Dad G Jones, $Dad G Jones, capital D, lowercase a d, capital G, capital J, lowercase O-N-E-S, $Dad G Jones. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Shout out to Brandy and Monica. You know, back in the day, 1988, that's right, 1998, that's 88, 1998 to be exact. 27 years ago, they had a number one hit. It was like number one on black radio, on pop radio, top 40. The Boy Is Mine. My man, Beast by my man, Dark Child, Rodney Jerkins. That's the joint. The Boy Is Mine. I love the video was fire. As a matter of fact, back in the day, it was, beef between Brandy and Monica, all the talk in the industry, and the gossip column. They didn't have the internet, they didn't have Facebook, they didn't have Instagram, they didn't have YouTube. So you couldn't stream a live TV show on YouTube. You couldn't stream live on it. But thank God they didn't have that stuff back then. Oh, wow. Woo! I digress. So here we are. After 27 years, 1998, a number one hit as a duet, Brandy and Monica. I think it was nominated for a Grammy. It should have won. It didn't win. It should have won a Grammy. Because I remembered, I'm like, man, I was kind of pissed that they didn't get a Grammy for that. I think it was nominated. Anyway, I digress. By the way, show's interactive. Everybody watching me live right now, please, you can jump in my chat room. Let me know that you are watching. Jump in there, say hello, 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 Geno, hello, yes, hello, 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 hello. Just jump in the chat room, say hi, let me know who you are, where you are. Some folks they go by alias, anonymous, whatever, that's your business. You got a question, you want to join the conversation, you want to start a conversation, jump in that chat room, holler at your man, talk to me right now. So anyway, back to Brandy and Monica. 1998, The Boys Is Mine was #1. Like I said, the story about the beef between Brandy and Monica, supposedly they went into a fight and all that. Anyway, fast forward 27 years. Brandy and Monica ain't beefing. Oh no, listen, it's not a beef. It's about the bag. They're getting the bag. They are going out on, they are co-headlining, by the way, co-headlining a tour called The Boy Is Mine Tour. Starts in October 16th in Cincinnati. Hey, Chicago, they'll be there October 18th. I'm sure you can go online, just do a Google search for The Boy Is Mine Tour. Also on the show, my girl Kelly Rowland Muni Long, and the brother who is the most recent winner, just won this year's American Idol winner, my brother Jamal Roberts, and the brother can flat out sing. So shout out to I'll pay money to see that show because I love Brandy, love Monica. Just, oh man, that's gonna be fire. And then with Kelly Rowland and Money Long, and then the young brother from the American Idol winner, Jamal Roberts. Want to check it out. So hey, get your tickets. A lot of great shows in the fall. October, that's Maxwell. Serenade 2025 tour. Maxwell headlining. Kim is also on the show with Maxwell. That's ladies. Ooh, y'all, I know y'all love y'all some Maxwell. Get you some new panties. Some roses, some new panties. You know, look, I ain't telling you what to wear, not to wear, but you know, maybe put a pair in your purse so you can throw them on stage. What, wrap them around a rose, put a phone number in there or something like that. So Maxwell is going on tour this fall, of course, with Kim. So a lot of big shows. And shout out to all the Southern Soul, shout out to all the Southern Soul shows that's going to be happening and all the Southern Soul artists. My man 803 Fresh from here in South Carolina, King George, all the Southern Soul artists that is just, they killing the game, just doing it real big. So I'm really proud of them and I want to shout them all out. So shout out to all of my Southern Soul artists doing big as I just step away from the camera real just for 1 second here. Just do a little maintenance thing. So, as a matter of fact, I'm working on trying to get 803 Fresh on. Southern Soul is really big across the country. Huge here in the South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Alabama, Florida, Texas, Louisiana. So, my man 803 Fresh, who performed like the BET pre-show, he performed. If you were watching, you saw him doing boots on the ground. Where them fans at? Where them fans at, ladies? You got your fans there, ladies, and I guess some of the fellas too. Get your fans out there. So, once again, watch me live. The show's interactive, so please, because I want to hear from you. Maybe you got a birthday, anniversary. Speaking of anniversary, I got to give a big shout out to City Vibes, one of my early sponsors, Kenya and Corey Williams. What up, family? I love you guys. Congratulations, man. Folks had me tied up, and I couldn't get away. The anniversary was actually last Saturday, so I missed it. I got to make it up to you guys. But happy first anniversary to City Vibes Bar and Lounge. As a matter of fact, I'm working on getting Kenya back on the show. I want to get Corey and Kenya if I can get them both on the show, because I know they got a huge 4th of July weekend popping off. So big shout out to them. And shout out to all my June babies. So let's see here. Cancers, your time to shine. Stand up, Geminis. just did their thing. So now the cancers are standing up, getting ready to do it. It's your time to shine. June going into July, babies. Yes, we are. What, you got big plans for the 4th of July? What are you doing? You're going to be traveling? You're going to be driving, flying? You got your real ID yet or your passport? Because TSA is tripping now. TSA is tripping if you don't have that real ID or that passport. So you just don't want that headache. So get it. Just get it out the way, man. Because, you know, the times we living in, we are living through history. I mean, this period in America's history, it's going to be written about and talked about 100 years from now. Just like we talked about what happened 100 years back. Jim Crow was at its peak 100 years ago, and they trying to remix it and run it back, but we ain't having that. So, and I want to leave you on this. I want to leave on this note. Speaking of the atrocity with these ICE agents, immigration and customs enforcement agents, and some of these other federal law enforcement agents with masks on. Y'all such a punk. Why do you need a mask on? I mean, you feeling emboldened. Your boy Orange Hitler has empowered you, so y'all don't need no mask on. Show your face. What are you scared of? But let me just say this. And I've said it before, so I want to say it again. I want to be really, really, really clear. Because I've heard, and it's not just a handful, not the majority of black folks, but I've heard a small handful of black folks, more than a small handful, white folks, and even some Hispanic, Latino brothers and sisters. You know, well, you know, if they get deported, they shouldn't have come to the country illegally, or they shouldn't have did something wrong. You have American citizens, just because they look brown, being snatched up, snatching babies, little baby girls out of the arms of their mothers and deporting these women. But let me just say this to my brothers. Let me speak to the culture and the community. All right. For those of you all that saying, well, hey, listen, man, the Hispanics, they ain't support us and enough. They didn't vote for Kamala Harris. Well, the men didn't. The women did. But what you need to understand is what you see these ICE agents, these immigration and custom enforcement agents, what they are doing to these Mexicans and Venezuelans, because now they've expanded. Now they're going after African immigrants and immigrants from the Caribbean. Dark, they look like me and you and darker. So don't get it twisted, but what you need to understand is what you see them doing to the Hispanic, the Latino sisters and brothers in LA and all across America. Your black ass and mine, if we don't stand up, we are next. Oh, I'm not making that up. They've already announced, this administration has already announced, now they're going to be deporting immigrants who are here illegally from Africa, from the Caribbean. But you know the immigrants that you never hear them talk about, who's here illegally, overstayed their visas? Them white European immigrants. As a matter of fact, they bringing them in from South Africa. So please understand, why should you care? Why should you care about a Venezuelan or Mexican or El Salvador or any Latino, Hispanic immigrant? Like I said, they're going after those who've been here legally, okay? Who had got temporary protective status, who the government, the former administration had given them permission to stay here. They're like, no, damn that, F that. That is the test case, the test run. Just like what Orange Hitler has done, taking over the National Guard in the state of California. He's talking about now he wants to come for Chicago, take over the National Guard from Governor J.B. Pritzker. Be careful, Orange Hitler. I'm just telling you. Look, J.B. Pritzker is a real billionaire. Without the con artists, without the con, old money. Him and his family, old money. Governor J.B. Pritzker is not afraid of your punk ass. Please understand that. Even though he just announced he's going to run for re-election for governor, he is probably, Governor J.B. Pritzker of Illinois, probably going to run for president. So, but my final point in closing, please understand what you see them doing to these Latinos and Hispanic brothers and sisters. They are going to do it to the black folks. We are up next. We're up now. If you are an African immigrant or an immigrant from the Caribbean of African descent, they've already said they are coming for you now. So after the immigrants, who do you think is next? All right, you better wake up. That's why you need to care. Because what you see happening to those Latino immigrants and citizens is what they plan to do to you and me if you let them. And it ain't going down like that. You got the power, we got the power. We got to use it and organize and mobilize and strategize and understand, because it's all a distraction to take away your money, to take away the money that will provide health care for your grandparents, a nursing home for your grandparents or your parents, their Medicare, their Medicaid, maybe some of your children or teenagers are on to get health care through Medicaid, the Medicare that your elderly parents or grandparents get, the SNAP benefits that you may get, or your niece, her single mom and her kids, or maybe your mom or your grandparents, your grandma gets SNAP benefits, the Head Start program that your kids or your grandkids or your niece and nephew, all that money, take the money from all those social programs and give it to Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, who's over in Venice getting married, spending all this money. And they don't even want his funny looking ass. They're like, dude, pay your taxes, or, you know, pay more taxes. You over here flossing and flaunting. Keep your eye on the ball. It's about money and power. This whole Iraq, this war, is it not a war, it's a ceasefire. It's not a ceasefire. Bibi Netanyahu, that racist ass prime minister in Israel, he does not give a damn. Trump ain't running nothing but his damn mouth when it comes to him and Bibi Netanyahu. Because Bibi Netanyahu is playing his ass like a bass guitar. Like a bitch ass bass guitar. Leading them around by the nose. Basically, got him to do their dirty work and bomb these nuclear enrichment sites where they are enriching nuclear energy, supposedly to make a bomb. Look, I'm not a fan of the Iranian government, very oppressive regime with these religious leaders. But you know what? These folks, on this theocracy bullshit, yes, in Texas, to where it's law now that every school has got to have the 10 Commandments posted in every class. So what happens if you are not Christian, or you don't believe in this racist remix, this remixed racist white nationalist version of Christianity that these white evangelicals practice? Or what if you're Muslim? Or what if you're Jewish or Hindu or Sikh or agnostic or don't believe in no God? You gonna force them? That's what they want to do nationwide. So pay attention. It's the money grab and the power grab. That is what it is all about. And all this other stuff, it's a distraction. I just heard they still want to cut about, what, $41 billion in SNAP benefits. That's going to be a lot. And that's going. Oh, yo, MAGA. Shout out to MAGA. Attention to all you red hat wearing, racist, white nationalist, MAGA cult members. especially you all that's not billionaires, you poor working class MAGA red hat wearing racist white nationalists, your Lord and Savior, Orange Hitler, Donald Trump, and his administration coming for your SNAP food supplement benefits. That little EBT card, that's SNAP, the SNAP Food Assistance Program. That's what SNAP is. It is the, well, SNAP is a different, I want to say, you know what the word I'm looking for. But, you know, it's a supplemental nutrition assistance program. There we go. That's what the SNAP for. I just wanted to get it right. So I had to pause and think about it because I want to make it get it right. Yes, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. Food stamps is what they used to be called. They used to come in a little booklets back in the day, different colors. Now it's a little EBT card. Yes, poor working class, white MAGA hat wearing, rural and not rural, you know, even some urban areas. Your people coming for your SNAP benefits and coming for your health care and coming for your housing assistance, your housing vouchers. All of that. All of that. And then tariffs about to kick in probably, 90 days is probably getting, sometime July, it's going to get real interesting. July going into August. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life, as always. God bless each and every one of you, and you, especially you, God, most of all, God, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. New start time. I have to remind myself. 4.5 years I've been coming on at 6:30 Eastern Time. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You got that? 7:30. 6:30 p.m. Central Time. 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Tell everybody to subscribe to the channel. Give me that thumbs up. Subscribe, share, like, screen grab, copy and paste the link in an email. You can copy and paste it. You can share it, tag it, text it. All of it. Do it all. You got my permission. Screen grab, rip some of the video. Some people call screen grab, screenshot. You can screenshot it, screen grab it, screen whatever you want to call it. Share it on your platform and share it with everybody and tell them to be sure to subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family once again, as a sponsor or an advertiser. Let me help you grow your business. I want you to come on the show and tell your story and the story of your business. How about that? So, I'm just, and shout out to everybody in the chat room. I just wanted to take a peek. It's of course my executive producer, my number one fan, my mom. My mother's always in my chat room, and everybody else is watching too. Thank you for watching. But I would love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family, sponsor, advertiser. Please, you have an opportunity to come on the show and promote your business. One whole episode all to yourself. Tell your story and the story of your business. And if you have a commercial in like a MP4, like TV commercials, video commercial, we'll run it on the show twice, in the beginning and at the end of the show. So reach out to me, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Geno Jones Show, that's how you spell it. No the. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Also, that is my email address to use if you want to financially support the show, make a financial contribution, offer a financial gift to my media company and the show, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. That is Zelle. Or you can Cash App, $ Dad G Jones, all one word, $ capital D like Daddy, lowercase a like Apple, lowercase d like Donnie, capital G like Geno, capital J like Jones, lowercase o like oatmeal, lowercase n like Nancy, lowercase e like elephant, lowercase s like Sam, $ Dad G Jones. All right? And once again, please watch, when you watch me live, please join that conversation or start a conversation. Like I said, I'm giving you shout outs, whatever you celebrating birthday, anniversary, whatever it is, wedding, celebrating you finally got a man or woman, celebrating that you got rid of that lousy, trifling ass man or woman that you had, whatever you got going on. Holla at your man. As a matter of fact, I got to reach out. One of my, I do a segment on the show also called Geno's Academic All-Stars. I had been doing it on my radio show, and I still do it. But now I've brought it to the TV, to my TV show, and I'll be doing that. There's a young man I got to reach out to. I got to make it a point because he sent me a text a couple of weeks ago. It's been just a busy couple of weeks with everything going on. So don't forget, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Wednesday, Hump Day, Working Divas Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Shout out to Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. She is the CEO of LX.NCL, the Lexi Jones collection. You can check it out. L like Lexi, X like extra dot, N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi underscore, LX.NCL underscore. Big shout out to Bruce Gage, the Mario Uomo and Flyball collection. Mario Uomo on Instagram. Mario, M-A-R-I, Mario's easier to spell. M-A-R-I-O. But Uomo, spelled with a U. I know it's like a W. You think it's Uomo? W? No. Mario, U-O-M-O. That's Mario, U-O-M-O, but pronounced Uomo. It's an Italian surname. Got that. And the Flyball collection, too. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. The CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro. Check him out on Instagram. Kel be cutting up, because Kel be cutting up. Thank you, everybody, for watching me live. Once again, if you missed any of the episode, go back and binge watch, copy, paste, share the link to the show. We'll see you live. New episode Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. West Coast Time. I love you. We'll see you Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.